A major update in Nolan Wells' case. His friends start a Givesendgo, a legal defense Givesendgo, and now has topped 58K in donations, man. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to On Go. If you're new here, make sure you are liking, make sure you are subscribing to the channel, because today we are breaking down the newly launched fundraiser and what the organizers say the money's for, and how much has actually been raised so far in the latest verified developments. So let's get right into it. Remember, I want y'all to hype this video, like this video, share this video with anybody that would like this video, and make sure you hit the notification bells after you subscribe, all right? So let's get right to this breakdown, all right? This is crazy. They have started a GoFundMe and have got about $58,000. All right, so cool. Let's get into the breakdown. Okay, Stand with Nolan Wells. As you can see right here, Give is on 1,088. Share is on 1,021. And Pray is on 108. And this is the last time I updated it. I should just update one more time. Oh, shit, it's past it, bro. That's crazy, man. It went from 58 to 62,000. They said that they're literally trying to raise 500,000, but on this one, it says 100,000, all right? So we have $100,000 here, okay? So there must be multiple Givesendgos, okay? Stand with Nolan Wells targeted on Independence Day weekend of 2026. Lives were changed forever when a group of friends lost their best friend, Nolan Wells. Best friend, yeah, all right. No family should have to endure the pain of losing a son, and no friend should have to grieve the loss of a brother. Yet y'all took his cell phone, did not return it to the mother. The mother had to run down on you to get that. Y'all was acting shady about the whereabouts. All of these things, though. But y'all saying that this is a brother. That is not how you treat a dog in the road. Okay, cool. But instead of being allowed to mourn, what followed was an unprecedented online campaign of accusations, harassment, threats, and defamation since Nolan's unaliving. Warren Hudson, Jax, Morgan, and many others have been inundated with unaliving threats, threats of violence, and defamation. They have been falsely and wrongly blamed by individuals. Let me zoom it in right now so you can see it closer. Blamed by individuals online and in the media of either directly or indirectly having a hand in Nolan's unaliving. Most of them could not even attend their own best friend's funeral. Why? Because race baiters sent a deranged army after them online in the name of justice. Since the beginning of the investigation, these young men have cooperated with authorities, turned over all information that they had, and provided an overwhelming number of witnesses accounting for their whereabouts. Some of them even resorted to speaking up publicly to defend themselves against the baseless allegations. But unfortunately, it has become clear that the truth doesn't matter. Countless large voices across social media declared them guilty of crimes that they could not have committed and have never been charged with. Their names, faces, and personal information were spread across the internet. They and their families have received thousands of hateful messages, unaliving threats, and calls for violence. They have been threatened online and in person countless times. There have been boom threats, packages sent, and credible threats of which arrests have been made. Parents have feared for their children's safety. Lives have been turned upside down, and some have had to go into hiding. Al Sharpton and Ben Crump and the usual suspects of social media personalities, national news media, and local provocateurs continue to invent the spread of false narratives and lies with no accountability. This is the typical tactic of Ben Crump and the like. They come to communities like the Gulf Coast under the guise of seeking justice, but it has become painfully clear that their version of justice is stirring division, ruining lives, and then leaving when the money is all dried up. We have seen this same pattern time and time again, most recently during the Carmelo Anthony trial. No matter what anyone believes about the ongoing investigation, our legal system exists for a reason. Evidence belongs in the hands of law enforcement and the courts, and not to an online mob campaigns fueled by rumors, edited clips, edited audio, speculation, and misinformation. This must stop. This fund is created for the sole purpose of fighting these individuals. Our goal is simple and twofold. Our first goal is to raise money to defend these friends against incoming wrongful unaliving actions, wrongful death suits, actions filed by attorney Ben Crump and his team. Our second goal is to fund a robust legal team to sue for the litany of slander and libel being spread by not only Crump, but also many social media influencers, news outlets, and local provocateurs who know better. If litigation becomes necessary, this fund will help to provide the financial support needed to investigate claims, retain legal counsel, preserve evidence, and hold accountable those who cross the line from expressing opinions into conduct the law may recognize as actionable in any jurisdiction that we may find them. So you see that they're already doing this for the legal fund, okay? Just in case a trial does pop up. And these people are wealthy, very affluent lifestyle that they come from. These people are wealthy. So it goes to show you, they want they MAGA supporters or whoever else to come foot the bill. Hey, they want whoever they want foot their bill. It is what it is. But it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that the mother may go about them taking her son's name off of this whole thing, because they're using his name's sake, to go about raising these funds. If you're going to raise the funds, which I think that they could raise the funds without Nolan's name, but that may be one of the next steps that they might push for, you know what I mean? Just to pull his name off of all of this, you know what I mean? Do what you want to do on your own time. This is not about being silent. This is not about silencing legitimate discussions or respectful disagreement. People are free to ask questions and express opinions. This is about drawing a line against defamation, targeted harassment, threats of violence, doxing, intimidation, and coordinated campaigns that destroy lives before the facts are known. We know the risk some of you may feel outwardly supporting Warren, Jacks, Morgan, and others. We understand better than anyone the threats you face. We know that although you know the truth, publicly supporting these young men may cause social discomfort or cancellation. But we also know that you are tired. You're tired of the lies. You're tired of the hate and the division. You are tired of the judgment before all the facts come out. You are tired of seeing the dividers get away with it time and time again and feel too powerless or voiceless to stop it. But this is it. This is the moment and the cause that can help make a difference. Yo, this thing is written well on their behalf. Whew, they wrote this thing up right. They got the emotions going on this thing. It's crazy. Now, the difference just in these boys' lives, but as a message that we all are tired of the grift. Your donation says that enough is enough. Your donation says that the time of exploiting a tragedy under the guise of justice and leaving a community in ruins after squeezing as much money out of it as possible is over, and Nolan deserves dignity, not this. So although we ask humbly for support to stop this onslaught of lies and defamation, we also ask with as much passion as we can muster, because we are too tired and we are too heavily laden. But right is right and wrong is wrong. If you believe in truth, due process, and holding people accountable through the rule of the law and not through internet mobs, we ask you to support. Thank you. That is crazy. Yo, bro, that's written crazily. So look, on the side, we got some actual donations. This person says $5, a small donation in the interest of defending the truth and defending those who attacked without evidence. RIP to Nolan Wells. Anonymous giver gave 100. Another person, they gave their name, gave 30. Another person, anonymous giver, gave 10. Somebody gave 20. Said, hope you get justice that you are seeking. Sorry that you have to do this. And this one gave 100 and said, these boys were like brothers. Nolan would not be happy about how his friends are being treated. May the truth be uncovered so that Nolan can finally rest in peace and his friends can grieve his death without the fear of being harmed. Okay. This one says, so very sorry for your loss of your friend, and you all are in my thoughts and many prayers. And this one says, we believe in your innocence. The liars need to pay. You know what I mean? So it got many other good luck fighting this. We could load more. Many people gave $25. This is 21 minutes ago. People are giving. Imagine what's happened. I think this started maybe like a day ago. They've already raised 60 something thousand. They started at 100,000. But I think I heard rumbles of it being 500,000 increased. But look, these people are getting their money. I'm not saying whoever want to go get money. But just imagine how many times the Wells Wansley family was being attacked because they were getting donations. Look, these people are getting donations. Okay. How many people are going to attack them for getting donation in the namesake of Nolan Wells? But really, basically, to fight a trial or a case that's pending, if one ever pens at all, right? Is there something that you know that we don't know? Is there something that may come out that we don't know? We know that Nolan's family also subpoenaed them with a lawsuit, a civil suit, which was a smart move on their part because that ended up being able to preserve or conserve evidences, be it digitally, be it electronic evidence, be it evidence that's being deleted out of your phones, not only of the friends, but also it extends to family members, and it also extends to anybody who's their representations, as well as any text messages or things like that they may have gotten from, like, let's say when homicide detectives are investigating a homicide or unaliving detectives, right? And they may be contacting the family, texting the family saying, we haven't found anything yet, or just updating people, just being courteous and cordial and kind of updating the families on certain things. Yeah, even those things cannot be deleted. So I think it was very, very smart on Nolan's family and Ben Crump's side to do that. You know what I mean? I really, really think it was really smart for them to do that. But also we have the second arrest has been made. I showed you about